This section of the site is for City and Guild centres only. If you are a City and Guilds and ILM provider, you will only be able to use the Quality section of the walled garden for City and Guilds qualifications. From the home page, select the Quality tab in the first navigation panel. The Quality tab will only be visible to you if you have been allocated a Quality role on top of your standard walled garden user profile. Quality access can be granted at 3 levels: Full Access, Administration, and Read Only. To get access to Quality, contact your primary user. Once you click on Quality, a second navigation panel will appear. From here you can choose Centre Portal, Activity Planner, or Online Forms. The selected option will be highlighted in bold. Let's start with Centre Portal, which is selected by default. In this section, you will be able to view the progress of any approval applications you have submitted, a list of your approved qualifications, their approval status and your allocated external quality assurers, documents relating to quality assurance activities such as PA1 forms and centre activity reports, and any new centre update forms you have submitted. To the left of the screen, you have a number of search criteria. The first drop-down menu, Show Me, contains 4 options for you to choose what you want to do. The For Centre box will always default to your centre number if you only have one. If your centre has more than one number, it will default to All Centres. You can select a particular sub-centre number from the drop-down menu if you prefer to narrow down your search. In For Period, you can define a time window for your search. You can do this with one of the predetermined values, for example, last week, or with the calendar. Please note that data is only available since the 1st of September 2013. Finally, For Awarding Org will always default to City and Guilds, and you will not need to change it. Once you have determined what you want to search for, click Search and the results will appear on the right-hand side of the screen. Let's go through each of the main 4 options in the Show Me menu. Let's begin with My Approval Applications. Select your centre number, or all centres if you have more than one, and a time period for your search. The time period in this case refers to the date when the application was submitted. Click Search. Your approval applications will appear on the right-hand side of the screen. Note that applications including more than one qualification will display in multiple rows. You can hide and show the search criteria at any time by clicking on the red arrow at the top. To sort the information, select a column title on the greyed out bar. For each approval application, you will see the following information: reference number, submission date, the type of application, qualification or centre approval, the qualification or qualifications involved, and the status of the application. The status indicates whether your application has been received, if it is being processed, if it has been stopped or put on hold for some reason, and if it has been completed. You can see a detailed description of each status in the user guide. Should approval by an external quality assurer be required, you will see details of this alongside your application. This will include a reference number for the approval activity, a status, and dates. The status of the approval activity will tell you what to expect and when, and whether the report is ready to view. You'll find a full list of statuses and what they mean in the user guide. There could be up to 3 dates for the approval activity, depending on progress. A planned date that is provisionally determined by us, an actual date agreed between you and your external quality assurer, and a report submitted date when the report is ready to view. To view either your original application or the report, click on the reference number for the application or the activity. When the Online Forms screen appears, select Display to view the form. To go back to your list of approval applications, click Search again. Moving on to My Qualifications in the Show Me menu. Select your centre number and click Search. You will now see a list of all your approved qualifications. For each qualification, you will see product code or City and Guilds qualification number and description, the date you received approval, the last registration date and last certification date according to our catalogue, the name of your allocated external quality assurer, and your approval status. For a full breakdown of statuses, please refer to the user guide. To find a particular qualification, you can sort the list by clicking on the grey column headers. Alternatively, you can search for a particular word by using Ctrl+F on your keyboard. You can also export the information to Microsoft Excel by scrolling to the bottom of the screen, clicking Download, and following the instructions. The next option in the Show Me menu is My Quality Assurance Activities. Select your centre number and a time period for your search. The time period in this case refers to the planned visit date. This is the provisional date entered by the quality team when scheduling the activity, not the exact date when the activity took or will take place. We recommend that you select a wide period covering both the past and the future. Once you've made your selection, click Search. This may take a while depending upon the number of activities for your centre. The list of activities will appear on the right-hand side of the screen. You can sort the list by clicking on the greyed-out column headers. Each activity will have a reference number and a description to identify what it's about. This will be followed by a status and up to 3 dates. The activity status indicates the stage of the process and what needs to happen next. You'll find the full list of activity statuses and what they mean in the user guide. The dates, as with approval visits, can be up to 3 of the following: planned visit date, actual visit date, and report submitted date. From this screen, you can view any related Centre Activity Reports or PA1 forms by finding the activity on the list and checking that it is at the correct status. PA1 Received to view a PA1, or Report Completed to view a Centre Activity Report. Click on the reference number for the selected activity. When the online forms screen appears, from the drop-down menu, please choose either Sampling Form PA1 or Centre Activity Report and click Display. The form will appear on the right-hand side of the screen. Scroll down to the bottom to print. To go back to the original list of activities, click Search again on the left-hand side. Finally, on this screen you can also submit your CA2 form for an upcoming sampling activity. Find your activity. The status will be CA1 Received. Click on the reference number. When the online form screen appears, select Form Type, Sampling Form CA2 and click Create. Complete the form by ticking the boxes or attaching documents. You can save the form at any time and come back to it later. If you have successfully saved the form, you will be shown a confirmation message. To return to the form, click Search again on the left-hand side, go back to the list of activities and click on the reference number again. This time, click Change to reopen the saved form. As part of the CA2 form, you will need to supply the learner's details. You can do this a number of ways. The easiest way would be to attach your own list through the Browse function. This format needs to be agreed with your external quality assurer and must follow our standard CA2 format. You can attach any document to the form. The only one that will not be accepted are zip files. The other option would be to complete the tables shown here by entering in the learner's information. Once you have completed all the information, scroll down and click Submit. If the form was submitted successfully, you will see a confirmation page. Otherwise, the form has not been submitted. Scroll through the form to find any errors highlighted in red print, amend, and try again. The last option in the Show Me menu is My Centre Updates. Select your centre number and a time period for your search. The time period in this case refers to the date when the update was submitted. Click Search. A list of your submitted centre updates will appear to the right of the page. Each centre update will display a reference number, a status, and a submission date. The status indicates if it is still being processed or if the update is complete. That's it for Centre Portal. We're now going to go through online forms, which you can access by clicking on the Quality tab on the home page. You will only use this area to submit new forms, such as a new qualification approval application or a new centre update. To start a new qualification approval application, select Qualification Approval in the Form Type drop-down. Select the appropriate centre number and click Create. In Section 2, enter the details of the qualification or qualifications you would like approval for. You may enter as many as you need. To add a qualification, click on Search. A pop-up box will appear for you to search by qualification number or title. You can use an asterisk as a wildcard character. Click Search and select the qualification. You can only add one qualification at a time, so once you have added one, select Add New and do the same for each new qualification. Once you've added all the required qualifications, complete the rest of the form. You will notice a Save tab moving down the form with you. This allows you to save the form at any time. If you've successfully saved the form, you will be shown a confirmation message. To return to the form, click Change on the left-hand side. You can save and reopen the form as many times as you need to, but we recommend that you complete and submit the form on the same day, as other users will not be able to start working on a new qualification approval application form until you have submitted yours. Once you've completed all the relevant information, scroll down and click Submit. Please note that submitted forms cannot be changed. If the form was submitted successfully, you'll see a confirmation page. If you do not see the confirmation screen, it means that the form has not been submitted. Scroll down to find the errors highlighted in red print. Make the necessary changes and submit again. Once you have successfully submitted the form, you'll be able to view its progress in the Centre Portal section under My Approval Applications. Please note that access to submit an application is not given to all users by default. The primary user in your centre will determine who can submit a qualification approval by assigning the correct user profile. To create and submit a new Centre Update form, select Centre Update from the drop-down menu. Then select your centre number and click Create. Fill in the form, saving and reopening as you go, in the same way as we did with the qualification approval application. Once you have successfully submitted the form, you'll be able to view its progress in the Centre Portal section under My Centre Updates. The last option in the second navigation panel is Activity Planner. Here you can view a report showing all of your quality assurance activities for the last 6 months and the next 12 months. This can be exported to Microsoft Excel by clicking Download to Excel. We hope that you have found this tutorial useful. Check out our online resource hub for further information.